The Handmaid's Tale, Episode 10, is the final episode of Season 4.
Government has made us a guarantee that you will be tried under the former Gilead justice system. Go in grace.
The Handmaid's Tale is the most popular show on Hulu, and arguably one of the most controversial there is out there. Let's talk about why. And yes, there's spoilers. Praise be. Instead of your typical 40 minutes runtime, this is an hour, technically 58 minutes. This whole episode is about June learning to accept her freedom and hopefully get the justice that she deserves, along with everyone that was a prisoner of Gilead. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. The prisoner exchange with Fred, now being held prisoner to Gilead, the nation that he helped build. Fred's trial led to Gilead to turn against him, and June unexpectedly had plans of her own to be able to arrange a meeting between the exchange. Whether or not that's ever meant to be part of the plan, I don't think it really was. Being handed over to Gilead, and then them take it from there, basically. Nick did also walk him in the woods, no man's land, or June and the other handmaids are there, so they couldn't have all snuck there. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know if that was, how it was supposed to happen all along, or if she just went behind the agreement and just said, hell with it, I'm doing me. Either way, I don't care. That result was phenomenal. The best justice served in that book. Well, not my book, but I own the book. I didn't write it, And Fred finally serving the maximum penalty at the hands of the former handmaids, mainly June. This was a really big twist. You know what I'm talking about? Nick all along was Fred's son. What the fuck? Because he's like, Nick, where are we going? Son. I'm like, what? Son? Did I miss something? I'm assuming June knows this now. That was a big shock there. Knew that they were probably going to murder his father. Nick may have been willing to help June see vengeance. That's not going to help her case. She's going to be in prison for murder, even though it's rightfully justified. That's not how the court sees it in their eyes. But I'm really curious to see where that takes the 5th season and where that's going to place June. Yeah. Like I said, even though the ending was a hell of a ride, to say the least, that's not going to help her get Hannah back. And then June mails Fred's finger and a wedding ring to Serena. So as a personal fuck you, or, like a warning, like, I'm coming for you, bitch. Even though she hates her guts, maybe it was like a sympathy thing for her struggles as well, as far as losing her finger. I guess that was like, you're welcome. But of all things, you think they would castrate that motherfucker. I don't know if June will keep her freedom somehow, or if she'll end up in prison. She'll feel right at home, honestly. At the very end, when June asks Luke for 5 minutes with Nicole, it raises 2 questions. Is it because she'll be kicked out because Luke's disapproval of her choice? Or is it because she knows she'll be locked up? Emily and the rest of the Gilead survivors were there to help June seek justice. But I never saw Moira. Will this put a damper on their friendship? And was she even invited? June has clearly been driven through anger, and Moira trying to overcome it. But ultimately, it will test Luke's and June's relationship. And I'm pretty sure officially ending it. And that will come into play in Season 5, I'm assuming, where she had a chance to fight for Hannah, but now that opportunity is gone. There's been a lot of rumors of this next season going in a different direction, based on the author's second Handmaid's book, The Testaments. I haven't gotten a chance to read that book yet, but as far as what I know now, this season is definitely one of my favorites. June escaping from her captivity, only to fight for a way out emotionally, as her trauma passed down from her life in Gilead has followed her. I think with her choice that she's made, she's accepted that she'll never fully be free. The show is filled with so many strong and empowering characters.
You helped write those laws, didn't you? You worked for these women, now it's your turn.
The biggest impact on these stories is the relatable realism brought through history. Let's just pray it doesn't become our future. Blessed be the fruit. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.